And I didn't know how big 16-inch was. He just said 16-inch, and I thought, dude, massive.
Dude, you've only got to call me.
Massive.
Just
16
cool.
inches. It's at least
Dude, I'm always here.
10
Just
times
cool.
bigger than what I thought 16-inch was.
Quite the weapon, was it? It's a big one. We're here
Alright.
and welcome to episode 36. I'm so disrespectful. I keep it so real. I'm eating nuts. Mixed nuts and raisins as we start to record.
One of my all-time favourite snacks. Fun fact right there. I came with a Clark Kent vibe, and I don't know what I feel about it at the moment. I'm going to give it another few minutes. I keep seeing the ring light in my eyes, and that's annoying. But I've got a headache, man.
I like the Clark Kent vibe.
Yeah, I always want to rip this shirt off to my super stacked pecs and just the six-pack comes rippling out. And
it's a little bit sexy secretary as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I can do a little look over my shoulder if you want.
Yeah,
I stand on this chair, put one foot up, look over at her. All right,
It doesn't feel that long since I last saw you, I'll be honest.
It's been less than 48 hours, I think.
So you came all the way down south for a bike.
Yeah. A bike ride. And fuck, dude, it is all the way down south. You do realise sometimes that trip down there, man, on Friday was heavy.
Why was it so bad then? Why?
So geographically, looking at the UK, I live pretty much in the middle. You live pretty much at the bottom, and the simple as that, guys. Folks, if you're listening, you can't work that out. It's as simple as that. There's a few hundred miles between us, and that's why it's gnarly. But not only that, there's London, and obviously you have to go round the M25, and no matter when you time it, it doesn't matter. I think unless it's 2-3 a.m. in the morning, you're going to get stuck in some sort of traffic on the M25. So I left here at 11 a.m. I think, just gone 11 a.m. got to you at about 3:30, 4, something like that. So
later.
Good 5-hour trip down, really, that, isn't it?
That's gnarly, but it says
it didn't feel like
something, doesn't it, on the sat nav? 2 hours.
Yeah, I think the sat nav just hustles you in there to keep you driving, to keep buying more diesel.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, it's like,
man.
We're
on to fuel prices already. It's early on in the episode. Be all about.
Yeah, well, let's not get into that. Dude, it's expensive.
On top of fuel prices?
No, not at all.
I don't either, and I know lots of people do and notice, but I don't, because I just think I'm putting 30 quid in my car, because then I can pick it out on my accounts when I know there's a 30 quid spend. I know it's fuel.
Yeah, I round everything up when it comes to fuel. Another fun fact to kick off this episode. So when I had my job at... both really. So when I was at One Industries, I had a diesel card. So obviously you never think about it. You just put it in because someone else is paying for your fuel. So, to an extent, you'd probably be a little bit like, wow, that's super expensive. I'll try to find someplace else. And then when we were doing the camper van thing, we used a lot of red diesel. So I never really thought about it anyway.
Were you doing it naughty?
Oh, yeah.
Is it ready?
Yeah. I got a fun story about that. So
no one gets caught for that, do they?
A few people do.
Oh, do you get really caught, don't you?
The people I know that have got caught have been speedway riders that used to do it a lot because they were doing mega mileage.
Mate, I didn't know speedway bikes were diesel.
Yeah, some are, yeah. The 4-stroke, so it's diesel. So those guys used to get done a little bit. They'd get caught coming out of a stadium. They'd get the dip. There was different ways. If the fuel police, whatever you call them, if they dipped your fuel tank for some reason, it didn't work. But if they got more engine fuel, dude, I don't know, because there was some sort of dye you could put in. We had a machine as well that used to filter out the red element.
Speedway bikes run on race fuel.
They run on methanol. So yeah, methanol.
Does that run in a petrol? Is that can you run methanol in a petrol combustion engine?
Great question. I have absolutely no idea. But speedway bikes definitely don't use regular fuel like pump gas.
No. So is it just like crazy high?
Super high octane, I think.
There we go. I found some Gulf race fuels there at 102. Because did you know that the super unleaded in this country is 97, I believe, which is actually very high.
Right.
When you go to pump in America, the super unleaded is the same as our regular unleaded in terms of octane.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I guess
a lot cheaper.
So I guess they're like, I don't really know. I say it's 102. It's like, what does it even mean?
Yeah.
10 octane fuel. What does that mean?
I don't know anything about fuel. Maybe that's one for next week's new segment that we're going to introduce in a little bit.
Maybe,
break down
good.
various fuel types.
But it's interesting, isn't it? Because when you go to Supercross, it's one of the first things you recognise is the smell. It's so
yeah, race gas is just the nicest smell.
So methanol is different to race gas, is it?
Yeah, it doesn't smell anything like that. But you also put. Let me try and think how this works. It's been a little while. So you use Castrol R, which is the oil which goes in speedway bikes. It's a specific type of oil, and that smells incredible. That smells so nice, Castrol R. Really? It's like Speedway's got a very defined smell. A very okay, I'm at the Speedway. Like you could blindfold you, put you in a room. That's the smell.
I want to know about Speedway fuels, but I can't find anything. Speedway's such a niche sport, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a very niche sport.
Yeah, I can't find it. It's only looking up. Yeah, so you're saying they run on methanol.
Yeah, and I can't remember where it even used to come from. I think you used to go and buy it off like the track van who used to have, a supply in a big containers, and you just fill up your little jugs and then off you go. You got your fuel. In fact, no, I know what used to happen. Jeez, I've just remembered. So you used to get to the race, like to the meeting, and then someone would come round and give you race fuel because it was like part of your deal. You get fuel included in your in your sort of like turn up bonus, turn up fee and stuff.
Methanol is commonly used straight. That's why it's called racing alcohol by many. I don't really
believe isn't it like aviation fuel?
I honestly, dude, I have no idea.
Again, people are screaming.
People
are screaming. Yeah.
This is frustrating.
So anyway, when we had the camper van thing, again, I never really thought about fuel. And then when I started Hook It, I got a credit card and just never again thought about fuel until I ended up in a shit ton of credit card debt, which was all spent on fuel. And I was
really?
Yeah. And then Mark, who's he's our head of, I guess he looks after the finance side of the business. When he joined, he was like, dude, you're like rinsing 600-700 quid a month on fuel, and you're not even getting the best price. Like you could bring that down, 100 quid a month. But by this point, I was in loads of credit card debt. So then I had to start thinking about fuel. And from that point, I've been a bit more mindful of how much money I spend on fuel and how much it is.
Credit card debt.
Yeah, it's the worst. I know.
And that was just through business expenses. So annoying.
It was just through being on the road. Like it was one of them, especially when we first started the business. It was like you have to be on the road. You have to go out and meet people.
Yeah.
It's at a point now where you kind of don't, and it's a little bit more understood that you can do a virtual meeting here, there, and whatever. But at the time, it was like the hustle was being on the road 5, 6, 8 days a week, visiting bike shops. So yeah, I just spent so much money on fuel, dude. Like it was insane. You don't really get much from it other than being in a different place, do you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
fuel. It just burns. It just comes out the back of the car. It's just a bit shit, really.
I'd say I don't pay attention to it, but then I do remember when it was basically like a quid a litre. When you were putting it. Is it litre? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, a quid a litre, yeah.
A litre, yeah.
Yeah,
I spent 1.99 to come down to you.
Did ya?
Basically £2, that, innit?
So that's, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a little local one around the corner from my house, which is like a little family-run business, which I try and, not that they need the support, but I try and use it because it's super easy. But yeah, I went there, seen it was $1.99, drove to Tesco, because Tesco's always cheaper. They got no diesel, drove all the way back, filled up, then set off down south. So, yeah, it's... It
was good laugh though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's worth it though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It's probably one of the most expensive weekends of my life, to be honest.
No,
but yeah,
don't. Was it really? Just for fuel? Or for food? Was the food bad? I can't even remember. We had a good time though, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a great time. Yeah, it was good, man. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was really good to come down.
Yeah.
No problem. Enjoyed it. It was good to come down and hang out, and I obviously wanted to see S4P. Wanted to meet Iven for the first time, so that was kind of high up there on the to-do list. And yeah, also sometimes you just got to get outside and just go do something, haven't you? I think we've become
be a yes man, yeah.
Quite complacent over the last couple of years of like just stay at home, just hang out, and just wanted to jump in especially I got a new sports car, so I wanted to jump in that.
Dude, it's nice as well.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know, I've seen people talking about it down there in Surrey. I went on Twitter after and people were, did anyone see that? Yeah, there's some buzz around that Hazelmere area. People haven't seen stuff like that before, so
mate, it's, quite something. Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you revealed what it is yet?
Fucking God knows, man. I've lost contact. It's just silly, isn't it? But no, it's a BMW 1 Series M Sport, which Dason was pretty surprised. That was or jealous.
Yeah.
Maybe the word's jealous of that. Yeah, it's an M Sport 1 Series. Good purchase, just slightly under £1,000. God bless you.
Solid purchase. That's fantastic.
Solid purchase. Yeah. So we started out with the Mercedes. I can't remember what it was. C220. We've now upgraded to the BMW 1 Series.
Hey, so are you like that guy that starts with a bit of money? That guy on YouTube who's like.
That's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We spoke about doing it, didn't we?
Yeah. So talk to me about the fun so far. So the Mercedes cost what?
£200. The Mercedes stood me at £200. Now
it's a steal. It's a deal.
Dude, not many people can start off at £200 for a nice car, really. But I'm lucky. My dad's built good relationships over the years with his customers, and sometimes people pass away and they just leave them the car.
Are you sure these aren't just stolen cars, dog?
No.
I like it that you answered.
No, not really.
It's quite a guilty way of answering. No, my dad didn't steal. No,
I'm not convinced sometimes, but we roll with it. We just roll with it. It's cool.
Right, so
just keep your head down.
Quid.
Yeah, it started at £200. So
did you spend any money on it?
No, didn't spend it. No, didn't spend a single penny on that car. No, not 1p. It had a tyre, but that was free. It had a tyre just before it left.
Free tyre. Come on. That's good.
Yeah, again, very lucky that my dad works in he's in the industry.
Yeah.
He's in the car trade. So things like this do come around sometimes. It's a good starting point. Started with the Mercedes C220.
Yeah.
That then, I sold that for £800. Got £800 for that. So
lovely job.
Nice little profit.
£600 quid.
Pounds. Yeah. And then the BMW came from my brother. So that's my sort of brother, half brother's car. He was selling it. So I had that off him. Ripped him off. I'm going to keep it for a month before I put it on Facebook Marketplace, just out of respect.
Yeah.
Just
do it out of respect. Yeah, keep it.
Seems like the right thing to do, right?
Month's worth of motoring. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll keep it for a month and then make an excuse up, and then get rid of it.
So you're currently down, or you're invested?
Reinvested. I reinvested £200
All right. So each time is that a theme or what?
No, I don't want to reinvest anything. I didn't really feel like getting the car for £800 off my brother. It felt like the wrong thing to do. Like, I'm not a scam artist, do you know what I mean? I'm quite fair. That's what he wanted for it, £1,000, and that he'd lost £800 on it.
Bag of sand.
So, yeah.
What's a bag of sand between mates? Yeah.
Exactly. It's fucking blood, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So I give him the bag of sand for the car, and it's a lovely motor, man. It's a lovely car.
Dude, hey, between us lot, what do you'll get for it?
It's going on for $2,250. I can already tell you. It'll go on for $2,250. I think. Looking around. I don't know, man. You know what?
This is good. This is exciting. I feel like this is a story that we can bring people along with us on.
Hopefully. You know what's funny though, right? Is with the car thing so my dad's been a car mechanic since he was. I think he was about 10 when he first started working full time, right? It was that era. They didn't really do school, right? Family business, get into the family business. So my dad's been doing that all of his life, pretty much. He's always had his own business with my granddad. And my dad and my granddad, I wouldn't say he's a car dealer. He's a car mechanic, and they get offered cars a lot. And he does a bit of work and he'll flip it. Yeah, exactly. They do a bit of work flipping and stuff. Always quite low level cars. I always say my dad's a car dealer, but he deals in shit cars. So it's always low level stuff. Comfort zone's around £2,000. Anything over that,
gets dicey, doesn't it?
Gets a bit dicey. Do you know what I mean? He gets a bit nervous around that sort of money. You start looking at finance and stuff like that around that sort of money, don't you? So
I hear you. I mean, you're rapidly approaching that zone, my dude. Hate to say it, but if you're going to keep moving up, you need to step up.
Yeah, I'll be my dad will be very. If I get to a £3,000 car, I'd be a very proud father, I think.
Would he? Yeah.
We'll be using it for weddings and stuff.
Yeah. Hiring it out.
Anyway, so my dad was a mechanic. is a mechanic with my granddad. My granddad passed away about 5 years ago. And basically, the reason that we do this whole thing is because my dad loves it. Like, it makes my dad's week. If I call him and say I've bought a car or I've seen a car on Facebook or, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a bonding thing more than anything. It's like a thing that we do. It keeps him really happy. It keeps him young. He loves, he's a wheeler dealer. It's what he's into. But he's a good one. He's not a con man or anything. He's just a really nice bloke. And he just loves it. And that's why I do it. I don't need to do it. I don't do it for the money, that's for sure.
Off, isn't it? I like
we just
the
have
idea
fun.
of it climbing, though. What could be like the aim?
I think a Lamborghini by the end of the year should be.
I'd love it to happen. Do you know what I'd love you to get? It's like one of those Ferraris, but they're actually MR2s. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
I love them. I actually thought about buying one because it had a body kit. It was so awful. And I thought how annoying it would be to someone that knew. You turning up, you know what I mean? You
just angry Benny every week.
It's so annoying. If you're a car guy and there's some guy in a yellow MR2 with Ferrari badges on it, it's like...
Oh, the worst. The worst.
What are you doing, dude?
I just don't care anymore either, man. Like, I do care. So at the moment, my vehicle situation, for anyone who actually cares... So I've had new vans for the last few years. Like, I've had brand new vehicles, and I love having a brand new vehicle. But at the moment, you can't buy a new van. There's a shortage. So I'm just filling gaps by driving whatever I can get, basically. Again, I'm very lucky. My dad works in the motor trade, I guess. So I don't struggle for getting a car. But until I can buy a new van, then I'm just gonna have fun with doing this. I think because the job's changed a little bit as well. Up until just a couple of years ago, I was on the road 5 days a week, and you wouldn't want to be out on the road 5 days a week in a £1,000 car. I'm sure it'd be fine, but there's nothing worse than breaking down somewhere or having, issues somewhere, and it's just not fun. It takes away the fun. I did that for years, dude, when we first started the business, so it's just not nice.
Do you think how crazy it is? Like, when you first passed, you had like a 500 quid car, and
Yeah.
I would drive 5 hours with a bottle of oil, a bottle of water, and no mobile phone, a map. Like, that is bizarre, isn't it? It's like it's not really.
Yeah.
Something. Like, I would feel a bit worried about doing that now.
Yeah, same. And that's why I didn't come down before, because like Mercedes, I know that. The guy who listens, the guy doesn't listen, I don't think, to the podcast. But I did end up having a long chat with him because he was asking me like what I do and stuff. Then he's like, I've sent him loads of links to the podcast, and he has listened to some stuff. So if you're listening, Johnny, what I mean is I wouldn't have trusted.
It's the most pathetic back pedal I've ever seen.
I don't want that text tomorrow. I don't want the text on Thursday afternoon like, yo, dude, just been listening to your podcast where you've been slagging off that car you sold me.
I wouldn't fucking go around the block in that shit.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have trusted to go to Surrey, let's just say. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No, that's fair.
It would have been fine. I know it would have been fine, but I just wouldn't.
Fine. It's more of a It's. I love that.
You have to be careful sometimes, man, with this thing. A lot of people listen, and people that you don't realise listen. Like people you won't think. Like my mum, not that long ago, said, "Oh yeah, Lois listens to your podcast," and I was like, "You mean Lois you went to university with?" And she was like, "Yeah."
Lois Lane. I was thinking Lois Lane more.
No,
because you're Clark Kent at the moment.
Because I'm Clark Kent. So yeah. You forget. I forget sometimes, and So anyway,
off cars that you sold. Yeah, you're right.
Nah, you can't. You have to be careful, man. People know who we are and what we do sometimes. So yeah, I wouldn't have brought it down to Surrey. I would have, but I wouldn't. I didn't want to.
Yeah,
so yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. So if anyone's got any contacts anywhere for a vehicle, then let me know. I'm keen.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy to go on a journey with it for sure.
Yeah, as it gets bigger, you're gonna have to try. You're really gonna have to get bargains and be lucky, though, aren't you? You can't just make money on everything. Or when will we get our first loss? What car will we get the first loss on? I don't know. Needs a new aircon re-gas or something.
It happens, dude. It happens. But there's always ways. There's always ways to sort it. That's what my dad's literally just rang me now. There's always ways. There's ways around stuff, man. And I've been really lucky with that all my life. I've never had to really think about vehicles and having them break or anything like that. There's always your dad finds an engine for something or an aircon whatever. It's always especially when it's cheap stuff. There's always something in the scrapyard local, right?
That's it, isn't it?
So,
I think when it gets further, it actually almost becomes harder. I think there's wisdom in what your dad does. I don't think it's shitters for no reason. I think that's where
easy.
you get a quick bit of money and no worries.
He's always said to me, like, why would you lay out £10,000 to make £1,000 when you can lay out 500 quid and still make £1,000?
Yeah, he's
and it's
quite
true,
right.
Especially in the car industry. It is true. It's true. I had a friend actually with me the other day, one of the guys who went running. So, Chris, I know you probably listen as well, who was saying he's been doing it because he sort of buys and sells cars. He'll lay like 20 grand out to make 500 quid. And I'm like, why would you even bother? Like, it
really,
just seems...
it's not good return on investment, is it, actually, ultimately?
No, especially if it's going to be sticky for a little bit. You lay
Yeah.
out 500 quid and then make 500 quid,
Yeah, I do hear you, yeah.
Especially at the moment with the car industry. I mean, I'm no expert, but it seems like at the minute, used cars are quite high value, so you can make a quick bit of profit if you get something at the right money, for sure. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with making a bit of money.
No,
that's fine. It makes the world go round. Especially if it's cash. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
Isn't it?
It is.
There's nothing better than holding a bit of cash, is there, man? You don't get that feeling from a debit card. If someone pays you cash and it's a decent wedge,
yeah. Good feeling.
there's no better feeling.
I struggle with the paperwork aspect of buying and selling cars. I think that's enough to put me off. I tell you what, I don't know what the condition is, but paperwork, passwords, filling out forms. I know it's not much work, but I find it really intimidating, and it's like a hurdle that I'm not willing to cross. It'll stop me from doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. No, I'm the same as that. I'm the same as that, dude. I don't like doing it. Again, really lucky that my dad works in the thing, so it's like trader's policy, so you don't have to worry about insurance too much. I mean, I should do a little bit, but I just on his trader's policy, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I've done that before, swapping every time you get a new one, swap that over, change your insurance, cancel that one, pay a bit of this. It's too much. That's why I think most people can't do the whole chopping and changing cars, because it is like a bit of a logistical nightmare. Plus, if you send too many logbooks into the DVLA, might flag something. You end up getting. I don't think you could. I think you're only allowed a certain amount every year.
Oh, really?
Unless you're a trader. I think so.
Oh, how interesting.
I think so. Anyway, so yeah, came down south. It was an expensive weekend. Fuel. Smashed an iPhone while I was down there, which sucks.
No, that's so annoying.
It's turned out so funny though. Not really. It's not funny for my bank account, but it was.
What have you got now instead? You got a new phone?
So now I'm rolling with the iPhone 13.
Dude,
so
the camera on that is really, really good.
Is it?
There's cinematic mode on it, isn't there?
I don't know. I've not used the camera yet, actually. So there's been a bit of a drama. No, because people will love this, I guess, because Apple is such a pain in the dick sometimes. So I'm down in Surrey. I smash an iPhone. Like, smash it so bad that you can't use the touchscreen on the front. The back was already smashed, so whatever. But the front smashed. So I'm like, okay, no worries. I can come back. I can call my network, O2. I can pay out my contract. I can get a new phone. No problem. Only issue with that is I couldn't verify any payments because it's done through my phone. Oh. So I couldn't pay for anything. So that was annoying. So then that was Sunday. I was down by you Saturday, broke the phone, drove home. That was Sunday. So yesterday I go into the O2 store, my local O2 shop, ready to pay out the contract. No problem. Pay out the contract. It's about 250 quid. Get a new phone. I walk out the store happy as Larry. All I've got to do is I've got to connect the new phone to my laptop. And there you go. I'm going to have a backup. Everything's going to transfer over. But of course that didn't work. Of course it didn't work. It's Apple. Because my phone hadn't previously backed up like I thought it had. So I've got no backup, no contacts, nothing, blah, 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 blah.
Oh no, it's just a completely clear phone, yeah. Yeah,
so I connect the old phone to the laptop, but I need to swipe across the screen to verify that I trust this computer, but I can't do that because the screen's smashed. So I then have to go and buy a new screen for this phone, for the smashed phone. So that's another 100 quid. So by this point we're £350 deep, still can't make a phone call. So go and get a screen on the old phone so I can swipe to say that I want to back it up to my laptop. I do that, and then new phone gets connected, everything gets backed up. And here we are. Now I've got two phones.
You're good now.
So now I've got two phones. Yeah, now I'm Terry two
that's
phones.
Perfect, because now you can do all your buying and selling of cars from your other phone.
Could do, or I could just sell it. So that's so yeah. Now I've got a phone. The phone that was originally smashed to pieces now works perfectly, and now I've got a brand new iPhone 13, which I didn't really want because I'm not really into like
new
tech
stuff.
stuff. I'm not bothered. Yeah, I'm not bothered.
They
It
are
didn't
good
matter.
though. The video's amazing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
Yeah.
I'll have a look. I've not really done much with it yet.
I got. Okay. So I wrote this down whilst you're talking.
Please.
Did you know that you can, on the back of your iPhone, after you telling me you hate Apple products, did you know you can assign a function to the Apple logo on the back of your iPhone?
I did not know that.
You could assign it so you double tap it and then Siri comes up, or you could have it so the torch, if you're a crazy person and you run your iPhone without a case, you can have it so your torch comes on when you double tap that.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Did not know that. I'm tapping it now. Nothing's happening, but I guess it's because I've not set it up.
You have to assign it, but you could change that so it's like Siri. So that then, if the front gets smashed, you can Siri stuff.
Yeah, you can still. You can still. Hey Siri.
Yeah.
Send a text message to, like I did.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for anyone who's listening. Your phones are probably going off like mine are in here. So I did do that. It's in my headphones, so I'm good. So I did do that, but you can't make phone calls because you need to unlock the phone. So it'll send a text message. It'll send a text message, and then oh man, it was so bad because I was then trying to turn my phone off. It's like first world problems, isn't it? But I was trying to turn the old phone off with a smashed screen, and then when you hold down the button for so long, it does an emergency dial. So then I was on the phone to 112, and I'm like,
"That is annoying." Yeah.
I'm so sorry, my phone's smashed, and they were like, "Yeah, no worries, we'll put the phone down."
Oh.
So wasting police time as well.
Very much.
What a weekend! What a weekend!
What can you do?
Other than that,
it wasn't too bad a crash, though, was it?
Dude, it's literally nothing. That's the annoying thing. It was like probably the only rock in the Surrey Hills. I think I must have hit it on my thigh and smashed my phone. To be fair, you know what? I was thinking about it just before we hit record, eh?
Yeah.
We often get asked about riding tips and looking forwards, and it's amazing how quickly you can get away from not doing that. So I felt like, because I've not ridden my bike for a little bit. It's been probably, before I came down to see you, ridden the Jam, probably 2 weeks, a little bit.
Yeah.
And when you're riding blind trails, you definitely notice, you're like, fuck, like I'm not looking forward here. I'm not looking forward. And you're trying to make yourself look forward. And then that was one of those instances where you're like, oh, jump into a corner. You just jump into it. You don't really look where you're going. Overshoot it. Jump over the berm.
Ping out the end.
Yeah. So I was thinking about it. I was thinking, I just wasn't looking forward. I just was just off. It just takes a bit of time to get back into it.
Yeah, it's good if you can work that out for yourself. I think we might have a guest. Do we have a guest?
Have we?
I think I just heard a guest.
Okay.
It might
what cat is it?
Is it Tally? Tallulah Fairclough is here. But I don't think
beautiful.
She doesn't really. Yeah, I thought we might get her on, but she's busy, man. She's busy with the three-legged cat.
Okay, fair.
It was a
Next
good
time.
time though. Anyway, wasn't it? It was.
She'll be world champion one day.
Oh, she is. No, we do. We have a guest.
Oh, really?
You gonna come, Tally?
Can we just check that Brendan's okay with his daughter being on a podcast? Can we do that? I really want to.
Bren, we need to check that you're okay with having your daughter on a podcast.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, Tally, I think you've got to come here now. Look at her!
What's up, man?
Hey, you're so superhead. You alright?
Cat. Yeah, you. Sorry.
She likes the cat. Oh, good. No, it's alright. We just don't mind us. We're just doing a podcast.
So
honestly.
Standard behaviour. All right.
Joining the three-legged cat. Sorry, dude. It's
course.
kicking off here. So, but basically, you came down to see Iven. It brings me on to what I've been up to. Iven has come from Germany for a week, and we've really been redlining in terms of how much biking we can cram into every second. And you came
seems
along
that way,
for a bit
dude.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did come along for a little bit of it. Yeah, and a little bit of it was plenty, to be honest. I don't know if I can run at that pace the whole time.
No, it is a lot. It's just like, I feel like he's made the effort to come over from Germany to ride all these spots that he's seen me and heard me bang on about.
Yeah.
I want to like show him as many as possible whilst he's here, so we're doing like a whirlwind tour.
What was super enjoyable was going to the basketball.
Yes.
The basketball was dope, man.
With the Wilkins family, didn't you? The whole family.
I'm a H. Wilkins fan. I'm in the club.
Yeah,
Sign me up. Where do I sign up to be in the Henry Wilkins fan club?
It was good.
It was lovely, man. It was nice. It was good. Nice. Yep. Nice to meet your mum as well.
Yeah.
Wanted to meet your mum for a little while. It was nice to stand and have a chat with your mum for a little bit. So that was lovely.
Absolutely. It was really
full
good.
family affair. It's lovely. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the invite. It's very kind.
Oh, not at all. There's nothing like a bit of sports on a Friday night, is there? I wish it happened more often, dude.
It's good. It's got me, fired back up to go watch live sport for sure. I'm going to go check the basketball out in Sheffield when Henry's here.
Yes.
If anyone listening in Sheffield, let's throw that. I'll put it in the Facebook group. Maybe we'll get a bit of a podcast group out to a basketball game in Sheffield. That could be fun times,
That'd be good, yeah.
So we'll do that. We'll do that for sure. We'll meet up and go watch H play. It's good. Like I say, it was nice. It was nice just to see some live sport, and it all clicked together. There was a point in the game. Unfortunately, it was near the end. Everything clicked into place. I don't really get basketball. I'm not a basketball fan. I watched the wrong team for the first probably 3 or 4 minutes. I was cheering for the opposite team, which was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. I was like, one of them did like a really good shot from the Glasgow. What were they called?
One of them did a really good shot from the what?
The Glasgow, what they call? What was the team?
Weren't they?
Glasgow Rocks. So one of the Glasgow Rocks stood on the 3-point line, bombed her in.
Big three,
Big three. I'm like, yeah! And everyone else is just silent. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? Was it not a good shot? I don't know. It looked good. And then I quickly realised that I was cheering for the wrong team. So, kind of embarrassing, but hey-ho.
It's not the wrong team. It's just a different team.
Yeah, it wasn't the wrong team. There's nothing wrong with the Glasgow Rocks. I just wasn't there to support them.
No, but we got the W in the end. It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. And it was a long-awaited W, I understand.
Yeah, I don't think they've been winning much.
No,
it's cool though. I enjoyed it.
Maybe we're a good omen having me there and Even there. Maybe that's what they need.
We need to sponsor. We've got to sponsor the team. It'd be really good to have the ride companion on a.
Are you going to look into it a little more? Are we going to?
Let's do it. I think we should do it, right? It would be so 100%.
Funny. I'm in. I said we're in. I'm in. What do we need?
Dude, what have we just talked about for the last however long? Imagine seeing a logo at a basketball game and then downloading the podcast, and then you listen to the podcast and you're like, I honestly have no idea what this is about.
Yeah. So there's so it's bike related, but as far as I am aware, it's the son of a car salesman talking to another
talking to just a bloke. Pretty much it, man.
That's pretty much what it is.
Pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, man. We've got some games left, so let's get it in. Let's get it done. I'm keen.
It. Right.
Yeah, I'm keen.
Good. I've got the first thing that we need to tackle to make this into a biking podcast.
Yeah,
it's basically we've just had I don't know how you say it, Brewed DH Cup. So it's a French race, a pre-season one, and it's kind of like the race where people size each other up. Or it's just the first race where you can see what times people are putting out, approximately who's quick, this and that. I don't know. It's a pre-race.
Yeah, and this is so we're 2 weeks away from Lords, aren't we, from the first World Cup. So next week we are going to do a World Cup show, right?
Done. Yeah,
we're going to get a guest. We're going to get a guest. We're going to get a guest that knows about World Cups. We're going to go through. We're going to talk about some team changes.
Yeah.
And we're going to be ripped up, ready to go for the start of the World Cup season. We're going to have our I's dotted and our T's crossed. Probably not, but we'll at least give it a shot.
Down here, dude. It's a World Cup episode because it's about time that we actually try and be informative when it comes to bikes.
We need some gossip.
Effort sometimes, but yeah.
Dude, it's not. It's just it's what it is.
So basically, what I get from this is how you want to enter a season, really, isn't it? You want to enter a season, if possible, coming off a win against the people that matter the most, don't you? And
yes,
Vergier and Camille have done just that in both of their respective categories. It's got to be a nice feeling.
Yeah. It's got to be, man. I think bit of momentum coming into the season. You can't go wrong with that, can you? Especially if it is a stacked field as well. You know that you're clicking and things are working, which is it can only be a good thing. Yeah. Like you say, I think this sort of stuff is a good indicator as to who's going fast or not, but also there's going to be a bit of nervousness there. Like, you don't want to push it too hard. Yeah. It doesn't look like everyone's there. Some of the big hitters aren't there.
I mean, everyone's going fast, and everyone is super fast. So quite when you say it like that, it's almost like the difference is an attitude or a positive mental state, isn't it? And what could make you more positive and feel yourself more than a pre-season win? So Vergier is coming in hot, I would say.
I'd say so as well.
Tight, dude. The times
hometown hero.
They are actually, aren't they? Holy shit! Here are within the second 134 second range.
Yeah, they are. All in 134s. Yeah,
holy,
Jesus Christ.
Top 5 all in 134, and that's they're all within half a second actually.
Yeah, there's a lot of commensals in that top 10 as well. I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the top 10 are all commensal bikes, which is an indicator that commensals are working pretty good.
She's coming in hot. Actually, how many in the top 10 are French? Luke around the top 10. Yeah. Frixelon, he's Andorran. Does that count as France? Ooh, that's probably very bad thing to say. Bad thing to say, I don't know. Dude, there's a lot of French names.
A lot of French up there. Nice to see Finn. Obviously, it's got him listed as on the wrong bike, but, obviously he's on a Santa Cruz now. But yeah, it's good to see Finn up to speed and killing it. That's dope.
Filled that. That's insane, isn't it? Yeah, so we've got Finn and Luca, and then the rest...
Finn's not on a Santa Cruz, is he? No, Finn Isles isn't on a Santa Cruz. I'm so sorry. No, I got him mistaken with Jackson.
Oh, got you. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Finn isn't on a Santa Cruz.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay, got you.
Okay.
I thought it said Santa Cruz. It says Specialized Gravity, yeah.
Yeah.
So top 10, we've just got Luca and Finn, and then the rest are French. Think about how crazy that actually is. I think the rest are actually French.
Yeah, I think so as well.
There's names that I don't... Like Jerome.
Yeah, there's a lot in there that I don't know as well. Obviously got Kaya Hearn in there, which is pretty good. Dean Lucas is going good. 14th, I like that. I'm a big Dean Lucas fan. BK's been over, round just out of the top 20. But, there's still some people there that are probably you'd expect to be a little bit higher. Someone like Win Masters in, just 39th. Mark Wallace.
Yeah.
It's a stacked field, dude.
Yeah, it is a stacked field, isn't it? Yeah.
Now, I don't have my finger on the pulse too much with the racing. There's going to be some names in here that I just don't know that are
this is
killing it.
Yeah, this is it, isn't it? This is how
Ethan Craig,
you find out, I guess.
Yeah.
We don't know who's going to be coming in hot. We don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's cool,
just quick question for you, and this is, off the cuff, so sorry if I catch you out a little bit. So the rumour is that Rachel's going racing again this year.
Is
and
it
the
a
Athertons.
rumour?
Yeah, and the Athertons. So what do you think that looks like? Do you think she's still going to have it in her after becoming a mum? Do you think she could still...
I actually didn't know that was the rumour, if I'm honest. I don't know. That reveals me as super far off the back. I mean, Rach is so quick. It's not... it doesn't... I think she can... And the thing about Rach is that she's done it so many years. So she's... Yeah. It's got to feel more weird to her not racing than racing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know that the same for G as well, because he's back racing too.
Yeah. So it's. I think that is literally. Think how crazy that is, dude. And that's the same for Nobby here, who's just in the other room with his offspring. If you think like that, that's the entire adult life, just on the road for half a year, racing your bike. You got no experience of anything. Not, for Rach, it's mega weird not racing. Way weirder than it is to go racing. So.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. She'll find her feet and she'll just be getting back amongst it, I would have thought.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited. I am. I do like sitting and watching the races on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. And obviously we'll be able to talk about it, on the next day. It's just sort of a shame that we release on Wednesday. It's kind of like after the buzz a little bit, but even so, we can still talk about it and get some people to submit some stuff.
Too right.
Probably try and do a little bit more with it this year, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm excited.
Do you know what we should actually do? Is we should do
a race companion.
Bets would be really good. I was thinking.
Ooh.
Just me versus you, and then we'll try and like me and you could just go up against head to head, and we could just see.
We'll have like a tally.
Yeah, so maybe I've never done any of these fantasy teams, but maybe we should do a fantasy team each.
Yeah, I did a league because on Pinkbike you can set up a league. Yep. And obviously everyone who listens to the podcast can join 2, I think. So you can join like the official Pinkbike one, and then you can join 1 more. Should we maybe set up a ride companion league? Maybe.
You up for it? I'll be up for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I always get to, I'll be honest, round 3, and I'm like, I can't be arsed. But yeah, I'll try my best. The right companion.
That sounds good. You gonna come and say anything? Come. I don't know. We got Brent here. We got Brent and Iven here. Let's take my headphones out. Can
let's do it. I still got you, bro. Yeah.
I don't know if it's working really.
Let me turn off.
It's not working.
You not got Benny? I thought Benny was on here editing it the whole time.
He's not showing up, mate. Again.
He's not showing up. He's editing.
Yeah. We start the DJ. Steve's it up. Isn't he?
Yeah, we're just dropping you in it here, Brent. How are you excited?
I can't.
For Lords?
Not really, no.
And there we have it. You heard it. You heard it.
Dude, that extra 7 mil. I heard you at Lords and you hyped. That 7 mil makes all the difference.
On a serious note, I wasn't really hyped because I'm quite not the most prepared this year. But I've been on the downhill bike a little bit in the last month. I did make a change and made my bike longer, and it has literally made me, because I thought, well, that 7 mil, that's just like nothing.
Yeah.
But suddenly I was flying.
So is that back to back? So is that as in like how it feels, or is it in time?
No. I know it's faster.
Really? Yeah.
I got on it and suddenly, like in the middle of a corner, if it was rough, I'd normally get hung up a bit.
Yeah.
But I was just charging through.
Oh, exciting!
Yeah.
Well, good.
So hopefully,
how interesting.
It's a bit of a rainy one at Lords, so we can.
You've done good at Lords before, though, haven't you?
Yeah. 5th and 6th.
5th and 6th, that'll do.
Yeah.
If you had to make one pick, who's going to be world champ at the end of the year? Who would you go with?
What, World Cup champ or world champ?
Yeah, World Cup champ. Sorry.
What's the guy? Looks like French guy, a bit of a hunchback. Rides.
There we go. We'll get some
comments.
Right. Is
it Mr. Piron?
Coulange.
Oh.
Benoit Coulange.
Yeah.
Really? That's your guy?
Yeah.
So he's fast,
yeah. Yeah,
he's going some.
Yeah, he's just like a bit underdoggy, nothing to prove. Bit of a horrible style, but an operator gets it done.
Right, I'm writing that down.
All right.
But he's on my team, Davey. You can't have him.
Okay, you can have that one. I'll let you have that one, dude.
This song a bit boring, like Loris Verger or something like that.
Cheers, Brent. You're giving me some fucking nice tips.
Has your team changed at all this year? You still got Dean?
Yeah, we've got a new. This is really bad. Does it need to get edited?
No, but we can. Is it Dylan Levesque? We've got Dylan on there. Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Yeah.
But Dylan's on it. I think he's going to be keen, young, keen,
cool.
And excited, and going to be good.
Awesome.
There we go. That's
Hyped.
the Lord's preview.
That's the Lord's preview right there from a factory racer, and it's not very many podcasts are doing that.
No,
so here we are, making it happen.
And Tally's here as well. So.
And Tally's here as well.
Yeah.
So, and that's just.
Here, can I have that video of me hopping over the logs?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna airdrop Bren. Bren did. We can edit this in. Bren did just clean something that we've been trying for quite a long time.
Oh really? You've been on the trials bikes already?
No, we've been on the mountain bike trials bikes. So to our audio listeners, we've got a series of vlogs that we've been trying to do probably for a good sort of 4 or 5 years, and we've never done it. Oh shit!
Really?
Today is the day you just cleaned it, didn't you?
Yeah, cleaned it.
On an e-bike as well.
On an e-bike, we sort of. I actually haven't tried it on a normal bike, but I think e-bike you get this little.
Yeah.
We
all right.
Plan like a proper start to finish one of these where we just talk.
Yeah, we'll get Brent on properly soon.
Please, mate.
We'll get Brent.
Yeah, please.
Whiskey through it.
Yeah, we'll have a whiskey evening with Brent soon.
Yeah, please, let's do it, man. I'm headed back down soon anyway.
Yeah, whiskey. Monday next week.
Monday next week, done.
Yeah, right. Monday next week, bring it in.
On. See, we've got you booked in here. You actually have to come on now.
Yeah, people listen to this, so when you start saying stuff, people hold you to it. It's kind of great, but kind of annoying at the same time.
Yeah. What's that? You're being held to it now. You actually have to be in next Monday. All right, done. Peace. Thanks, Bren.
Peace. Thanks, Brent. See you next Monday, mate.
See you later.
Good to see you, man. Be safe.
Ciao.
See you, Tally.
Oh, did you hear that? That's word incredible. Does she like the cat? Yeah. There we go.
Tal Dog, live and direct. Is that the episode name? Tal Dog? Or is that rude?
Tal Dog. There we go. Well, I've got 2 picks.
Yeah.
2 Frenchmen on my team's just going to be Frenchies, I reckon.
I'm going to set the team.
Let's stick Bernard as well.
Team France. Well. I'll set it up, dude, and I'll send you the link how to do your fantasy team.
How many
through
are we
Pinkbike.
allowed?
I can't remember. It's been years since I last did it. Like I say, I always start it and then like get episode 3 and round 3, and I'm like, nah, I'm done.
Because obviously, I have to put the homies in, or should I not be allowed?
That's a good one, actually.
I
mean, you put them in if you believe in them.
Bren, Bernard, and then, or I'm just going to do a whole team of French people.
Could it be the South versus the North? But I don't know if we've got that many Northern riders. Got Adam.
Yeah, Gaster Flat.
That's one.
We don't need to divide our country.
Okay, all right. It's divided enough.
Our country's good. Right, let me put my headphones back in.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
All
Do you
gravy.
have to manually change anything?
I couldn't do it while we were recording, so hopefully it worked okay. Shall we? Right. I'm mindful of time. We've already done 46 minutes. Should we do some listener questions?
Let's do listener questions, dude.
And then shall we launch the new segment next week?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do listener questions. See how it goes. See what the time's saying.
Yeah, we got some listener questions, and you know what? Before we move on to listener questions, there's something that I do want to say.
This is big. This is big. Big announcement.
Nah, man, it's so we do get a lot of messages. People who listen, maybe they're not having a great time, they're having a bit of a rough time and stuff, and going through some stuff. And we got a message like a week ago, and it just missed the listener question cut off. We'd already recorded, and then I saw it, and I felt kind of bad. And this one hit home a little bit, and I just want to give them a shout out because they seem like lovely people. So I want to do a big shout out to Jake and Willy Boylett. So Jake is the father of Willy Boylett, who's 4 years old, who's just having a rough time, got diagnosed with cancer. And Jake's just a massive fan of the podcast. And basically they said it's their like bit of an escape, is to get away from the tough time that they're actually having. Sierra, who I guess is Jake's partner, but not Willy's mum, has reached out and just sent a really, really lovely message about Willy, how he's been diagnosed, unfortunately, with neuroblastoma, which has spread to his bones. And there's some really nice photos that she sent of him riding. He's only 4 years old, man. It's just heartbreaking to see it. It really is. So we're going to pull up a little photo. I'll ask Benny to do it of Willy riding his bike, just to say what's up, throw some positive vibes his way. There is, again, I don't enjoy plugging this stuff, but it's worth mentioning that there is a Give a Little account which goes towards funding some of his recovery. So I'm going to put that in the show description, just because it feels like the right thing to do. And when people reach out and say nice things like that, it still gets me to the point where I'm a little bit emotional. But we're going to move on. Big shout out to Willy and Jake. Willy, keep fighting, bro. You got this. It's all good.
Big up, Willy.
You're going to be
Jake,
just fine.
Yeah. And thanks for listening as well.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thanks
It's crazy that you
being
listen.
on board. Yeah, very cool.
Okay, let's do some listener questions.
Let's do them.
Boots and cats and boots and
Listener questions. That was all right, man. I'm impressed. At Bertles Emma, Eddie Hall versus Hafjor Bjornsson boxing match this Saturday. I didn't know that. So that's Eddie Hall, the strongman, fighting. I believe that's Thor, isn't it?
Is it
Hafjor.
really?
Yeah, I believe that's Hafjor Bjornsson is Thor.
Yeah,
so they've got
Yeah, it is.
and they've got a boxing match this Saturday. I didn't know that.
What's going on then? It's just sort of just different people do different things now, do they?
It seems that way, mate. Yeah, it seems like Celebrity Deathmatch has definitely still got legs. Sorry, the Celebrity MTB Deathmatch.
It is a real thing, because didn't we have dude? On that note, didn't we have Elon Musk challenging Putin to an arm wrestle or something? Like, what is? Can
you imagine that on pay-per-view? Like YouTube, £10, watch the fight. All profit goes to Ukraine. Like, bizarre, it's just insane. What a world. But again, I've read it. I didn't know about it. Eddie Hall, Hafthor Bjornsson, and I want to see it.
Yeah,
so,
I'll be interested. I mean, they tend to be a bit of a letdown, these ones, don't they? Because but like, you don't realise
more of an exhibition.
You don't realise how hard boxing is until you see how shit someone who doesn't do it is.
Yeah. Did you see that Jake? What's he called? Jake Paul or Logan Paul? One of them put up $60 million for Kanye and Pete Davidson to fight. 30 million. 30 million each.
Did he actually do that? Yeah.
Dude, Pete Davidson's winning there, right? Not only is he banging Kim Kardashian, he's also going to get $30 million for the privilege.
They're not doing it.
Yeah, they've done it.
No, but I mean, Kanye and Pete.
I think he's just doing it for Jake's good at marketing, right? Arguably one of the best at marketing.
He is.
I think he just puts this stuff out there just to try and get a reaction.
Yeah.
Because he's also recently said he wants to fight Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be a shit show, surely. I don't know anything about fighting, but what I do know is Conor McGregor is pretty... I don't know. Would it be a shit show? It's got me thinking. I don't know. I guess that's what they want you to do.
I just thought, well, he's a YouTuber, and then when he fought Thingy, I know the Thingy was a grappler, but then he did kind of win. I didn't expect, I don't know.
Yeah. At Reese 711, best dirt jump pedals.
Well, it's going to sound like a plug, but all right. So
it is.
Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, I run DMR V12s, and it's because they got 3 pins on the leading edge rather than 4, because your feet move around a bit more on a dirt jump pedal. Also, it's like a smaller platform. I don't want maximum grip. I want somewhere in between, and a V12 is perfect for that.
There you go.
Ding!
I think I got the same. Do they do a magnesium V12?
They certainly do. DMRbikes.com.
There you go. DMRbikes.com. Promo code. There isn't one yet. At Tim Gosnold, not sure who was more excited, Ollie or Deeks when he landed the 360. That was pretty impressive, I'll be honest.
Can you believe that Deeks, at the
pretty
age
cool,
of
man.
36, Deeks tries his first 360 on a set of doubles and lands it. I couldn't believe it.
Talented,
so stoked.
Talented character.
The twistinator, because he's not. He's first to admit he's not the most comfortable on jumps. It's not his strong point, and
right.
For him to do that is so cool. I was actually genuinely so hyped.
That's really sick. Really sick.
So
yeah.
And you can tell he was hyped as well. He was like, I don't know.
How many attempts are we talking?
Oh no, dude! You don't. He did it. That was his first attempt.
Really?
Spin. Yeah. The one he posted was his first attempt. He'd done it into foam, I think, twice.
Wow! Round of applause for Ben Deakin, everyone.
Well,
how did he get on at Windhill? Did he win? Did he win Windhill or not?
No, I don't think so. No.
Bless him.
But we got him a trophy anyway for a spin. Got him a Barbie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That'll be on the shelf.
Cabinet. Yeah, big time.
Yeah. At Ruben VDD. Isn't VD a STI? If you get the VD. I hope that's not why he...
Sure.
Who would win in a spelling bee between you two? I can't spell.
Can you not? I'm quite spelly.
You can spell it.
Despite mistyping probably all of my captions on YouTube videos before I get called out.
We'll do it. We'll line it up. We'll get Benny to get a few words. We'll do best of 5.
Do you know what? I'm terrible with numbers and okay with words. That's what
okay.
If you had to pick, I'm not saying I'm great with words, but I'm just saying I'm one or the other. I would say an English subject or an art subject. I would be.
Okay.
I have that kind of brain, not a maths brain. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Do you have a maths
I do.
brain?
Yeah. No, not like, dude. No, not at all. I mean, this is how bad I am at maths. we came home from watching Russell Brand last night. We didn't have any food in. So idiot ordered 2 16-inch pizzas. And I didn't know how big 16-inch was. He just said 16-inch and I thought, dude, massive.
Dude, you've only got to call me.
Massive. 16 inches. It's at least
Dude, I'm always here.
10 times bigger than what I thought 16-inch was.
Quite the weapon, was it? It's a big one.
Fucking hell. I came out of the pizza place like, what am I going to do with all this?
Yeah, I bet.
Fucking 16 inches of...
It's a lot. You get used to it, though. Like, yeah, you get used to it. What's the next question? Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple more, then we'll get out of here.
No, dude, I'm actually in no rush. Even's riding Trials Moto with Bren, so I'm chilling.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Do you think there are... This comes up loads. I think this is a thing at the moment. At JK Delves, do you think there are more doors or wheels in the world?
Doors or wheels?
This has come up. A few people have posted this same question, so I guess this is a bit of a thing at the moment.
So is it?
Yeah.
Is there an
4
answer
people
to
here.
this? Can we Google it and get the answer? I mean, obviously after we've done it, after we've both guessed.
I'd say there's more wheels in the world than doors.
I would, because
I guess every house.
Yeah.
But that's just the front door I'm thinking of. What about the internal doors?
Do they count?
What about cupboard doors, kitchen doors, bathroom doors?
We need T's and C's, because then if we're talking about wheels, we could be talking about like the little cog wheels in your watch.
That's fair.
Circles.
You're right.
Even a fucking pizza, even a 16-inch pizza counts as a wheel.
If it's round, it's a wheel.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to put.
Are you Googling it or not?
Are there more doors or wheels in the world? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see why this is coming up so much, because it's rare that 4 people submit the same question. It must be a thing. It must be going round.
Oh, what's this?
I'm gonna go there. I go
more to this.
wheels.
There's more to this.
Oh.
There's a wheels doors Twitter something. It's on the Guardian. So, okay. Right, this is something that's gone viral. So, 2 weeks ago, Ryan Nixon created a social media poll for his fewer than 1,500 followers. The rest is history. The New Zealander, who unwittingly sparked an agonising global debate over whether there are more doors or wheels in the world, has come to his own conclusion. I'm firmly Team Wheels. There you go. The inventor is Team Wheels.
Is he?
Yeah. So he really isn't like a big time or anything. He doesn't have a huge following, but he just started it, and it's now turned into a debate that's spread across the world.
Oh right, okay.
So
it had, So he just a random dude. It had amassed 223,347 votes. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. So there you go. That's a thing. It's a thing.
I think you saying cupboard doors puts me out. I would be Team Wheels, but it puts me out of. Oh, there's a good one here.
I think there's a.
There's like one of those. What's that cave that Jesus went in? Basically, it's like a hole, a cave, and then it's got a giant stone, a giant round stone door, and it says, "Is this +1 for Team Doors or Team Wheels?" Ridiculous. The internet, man.
That's funny.
So we actually don't have an answer.
No, we actually don't have an answer.
Don't have an answer.
But I'd go Team Wheels.
You go Team Wheels.
And you'd go
Team Doors because of cupboard doors, and that's your fault.
All right. I feel like Benny will know this.
He will, for sure.
Benzie will be like, "It's doors."
He will. I went up the Ben Z came up the trails the other day. He got through.
Every car has got more doors than wheels. No, it's not. It hasn't. Ignore that. No, it's not.
You what?
What?
What did you say? Every car has got more doors than wheels.
Yeah.
But every car. Yeah, but it's like
some are 3-door.
Yeah, but every car. Still,
plus a bonnet.
Yeah. Some are 5-door. So even every car, a 5-door has more wheels, more doors than it has wheels.
Yeah.
So -1's.
But then you've got a steering wheel.
This is such a stoner conversation, isn't it? This is such a This is so annoying because you can actually just get stuck in it and talking about cupboard doors and 5-door cars.
Yeah.
It has got a spare wheel.
Oh, and the spare wheel. Steering wheel, spare wheel.
Oh, no. It's got a
Glove box. That's the door.
Oh, the glove box is...
Oh, it's tough. Let's forget it. Don't know. Leave it a comment, please. Wheels or doors. Leave a comment. And your reason why.
We just need...
Let's see what we've got. Hopefully that goes viral.
I need someone from a position of authority to actually come up with the actual answer.
Who'd be a man in authority? Just
Don't know anymore.
who knows about wheels and doors?
Don't know anymore. The distrust is too far spread. I don't know.
Annika Rice.
Annika Rice is all I trust. Chris Akabusi.
Yeah.
He brings a hype.
He brings something.
Yeah. I actually love listener questions.
Yeah, I like listener questions
Yeah,
as well. There's a few here asking Benny. Like, a lot of people want to see Benny dance. That's becoming a running theme. People want to see footage of Benny dancing.
I've seen it. It's impressive. He does splits. He does backflips. Does handstands. He's unbelievable.
Really?
Kid's unbelievable. He's only just started riding. He was going through trails the other day.
Really?
Talent.
Legend.
Yeah, he is. He's quite the talent.
There we go. Okay, at Explosive Club. Easiest but stylish trick to pull for a beginner that will build confidence for bigger tricks.
Oh, okay.
I've seen you down the trails. We've got a bit of a trick pony here, ladies and gentlemen. Ollie will lay some tricks down.
Yeah, we'll do some tricks every now and then, but the bag has got
Every now and
smaller.
again.
The bag has
The
got
bag
smaller.
is okay. The bag's smaller.
I would say, if you're talking about just like a tabletop, is a very good place to start. A whip is something that will be with you forever, and you'll forever enjoy. Other tricks that I've learned, I just don't care that I've lost them. Really.
Right.
Tail whip,
Yeah.
for instance, good riddance. Used to hurt my ankles then, hurts my ankles now. Not
Yeah.
interested.
Shins a foot.
Not
No
even
good.
fun.
Yeah.
360,
No.
lovely. Never want to lose it. Whip, lovely.
Okay.
Never want to lose it. But if you want like ones that you can just get going on, like limbs are a good place to start. So the 1-footer, the 1-hander, just keep the rest of the stuff on the bike so you remain in control. You just start getting the idea of a 1-footer, 1-hander. Maybe grab your seat, you know.
Yep. Little T-bog.
You can do 1-footers, right?
Yeah. You can do 1 footer if I want to.
So which way round are your feet? And
Felt a bit.
Which foot do you
Felt a
take
bit
off?
weird on the dirt jump bike. It was nice to get back on it though. I'm hyped to get
Oh,
back
good.
on
You're
that thing.
cruising
It's been
through
a
as well, good, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time I've ridden that thing. They're so alien, aren't they? After
They
like
are,
after you've
yeah.
not been on one, it feels so weird.
I'm still getting used to mine as well. It's been a little while, yeah.
It's weird. Anyway,
Yeah. So what
But
way round are your feet? Are you regular or goofy?
right foot forward.
Okay, so you're goofy.
Regular.
And which foot would you take off?
Is it
Right
left?
forward is
Always
goofy.
left.
Yes, you would take off.
Is it
Yeah.
left?
Okay, so this is a great example. Is this a great example?
But
Yes,
let
this
me
is a great
throw.
example.
Let me throw something in because I don't know if this is true or not. So if I was to do just a standard 1 foot dog pisser.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna whip the bike to the right. I'm gonna take my left foot off. I'm probably just gonna put it back a little bit. You know, a little bit more like a. Rather than like an out there dog pisser, I'm just gonna move my foot back.
Okay.
That's comfortable
So,
for me. I quite like that.
If you
But
wanna
let me throw.
Oh, okay, carry on. Yeah.
But the but is, I used to love knack-knacks, right? Believe it or not, I used to do knack-knacks. Not much of a trick pony anymore. But then I'd go right foot over,
Okay.
so left foot stays planted. That's all I have to say on that
So
matter.
if I was,
Please.
I for years have done the wrong foot. For years of my life, I did the wrong foot, and I learnt right from the beginning to do the wrong foot. So I would take off the foot that was at the back, which was my right foot, because I'm left foot forwards.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
if you take off your back foot, your front foot then drops. Whereas if you take off your front foot, your back foot can hold the pedal and stay level.
Ah.
Yeah, and then if you take off your front foot, then it means you can do. If you spin to the right, if you have your left foot forwards, you'll spin to the right. If you're regular, then you can. Basically, all I'm saying is, if you get your stuff work out which way you're supposed to do it first, it'll make life easier. That's what I
Okay,
mean.
makes sense.
Bar spins, for instance, this is an annoying thing. I
Hate them.
Yeah, I years ago, when I did them, I was doing them wrong. I didn't realise, no one told me. But I have my left foot forwards, and I threw with my right hand and caught with my left hand. But it's like an unbalanced way of doing it. You're meant to throw with your left and catch with your right. God, really stamping the fun out of tricks here today, aren't we, on the Ride Companion, episode 36. A couple of old blokes that don't do tricks, just
yeah, exactly.
Just stamping the very soul
thinking
out.
About when they used to do them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm like, this is about 20 years ago when I used to do knack-knacks.
So there's the tip. The tip is one-handers. Seat grabs.
Yeah, one-handers all day long.
Yeah, one-handers. Just do that.
One-hand variation.
Point at people. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't go wrong. At Matty Baker, 1985, do ghosts... I can't say that, I've got a lisp. Do ghosts have bumholes?
You don't have a lisp. You do have a bumhole, but I don't think you have a lisp.
I do sometimes.
Well,
I get tongue-tied. Do ghosts have bumholes?
When you put it like that, I don't really...
I don't think ghosts go to the toilet or anything.
I tell you what, dude, I don't even think that ghosts exist.
We still need to get my cousin on.
Yeah, we do.
That's a good guest.
Yeah, we do.
I'm making a note right now. It's been in my head to message her for a little while, see if she'd do it.
Well, I just have no ghost experiences.
Cousin.
I have no ghost experiences whatsoever. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I've gone through them. Yeah, I've got ghost experiences.
Yeah.
I was in the Starbucks the other day where I've seen ghost experiences as well. So there's a Starbucks in Sheffield that used to be a haunted house called Carbrook Hall. Very iconic haunted house. People know it's haunted. There's no ifs, ands or buts. It is a haunted house, ladies and gentlemen. And I went in there for a coffee because it's now a Starbucks. And I said to the lady behind the desk, I was like, "Oh, has anything like happened?" And she was like, "Oh, I don't think so." And she was like, "Why?" And I said, "Oh, I used to come here a lot. We used to have our motocross club nights in there where you'd go and you'd sign your registrations. And people feel like they were being touched all the time. And we had to stop going there. We had to actually stop going because it was just getting weird. Every week, someone would be like, you just sat there, you're having a motocross, the meeting, everyone's got the regs out, you sign them because that's what you used to have to do before you used to do it on your phone, no doubt. And people would be sat there, dude. Honestly, they'd just be like, "Oh my god, what was that?" And they just feel like people are touching them all the time. It was fucking mental.
And that
True story.
So was it?
That sounds like I've made that up.
No, I don't. I'm too boring. I'm too boring. Oh, why am I so boring?
What were you going to say? Was it a place with a draft? Was it a place with feathers in the air?
No, not at all. I was just going to say, do you know it was haunted before you had a haunted experience, or?
Yeah. To be honest, yeah, people knew. That's always been.
That's
because they used to do ghost tours in there, dude. Like, used to do tours around it.
Yeah, I don't know then.
And it used to stay on the outside of it on a banner, Britain's most haunted house or most haunted pub.
Okay, fair enough. Hard to miss. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna be thinking someone's touching you, right? A little bit.
Maybe, yeah, dude, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I hate that I'm fucking so boring, dude. I want to be more magical.
Yeah.
I want to
be more magical,
ghostly.
for fuck's sake.
I need to.
I came up with a good merch idea. I just thought of it the other day. Well, I've seen it at Russell Brand. You seen the iconic Notorious B.I.G. t-shirt, and it's got like his face, and then it's got like Notorious written through it in red.
Yeah.
I want to do one of those with like your face, Odub.
I like it. I've just done a drawing of a ghost's bumhole. It made me laugh. Anyway.
Is it different to a regular bumhole?
Well, I'll do another drawing and I'll put it on the next page so you don't have bank details.
Okay.
I was just trying to envision.
Dude, if people might pay into it.
Dude, I'm like I rely on visuals. This is not good for audio listeners, but this is what I came up with. Yeah?
So accurate.
So the answer is yes, ghosts.
I wonder where it goes. That's the thing, like, where does it go?
Who knows? Where do ghosts go? That fucking place in Sheffield.
Exactly. 2-1 rating. How many times have you laughed at a funeral? Just got back from one today. I don't think I've ever laughed at a funeral. In fact, nah, not laughed.
What's that song?
I'll tell you what something funny happened at a funeral though. Something funny did happen at a funeral, but you probably had to be there. It was my nana's funeral, and we were only young. We were kids, so at a funeral, the front row was like my auntie, my dad, my uncle, etc. And it was getting towards the end when the person, the body, whatever is taken away, and they were all holding hands. And I thought that's really nice that they're all stood there holding hands. So, so I'm on the row behind, and I see all that happening. Like, oh, that's nice, that's cute. We're all there for each other. I'm stood next to my cousin Ash. Go hold his hand, and he just looks at me and just goes, "Fuck are you doing?" You had to be there, but it was funny at the time.
Yeah.
The fuck are you doing? So,
sorry, mate.
Time and a place. Just trying to be there for you. I'm the big cousin. I'm the big cousin. I was just trying to be there for him.
Do you know what I think? I don't know, funerals. I think I always really tried to be... Being younger, I just thought you have to be, as a bloke, you have to just fucking suck it up and not be sad and not cry and all of that.
Yeah.
I reckon now I don't care anymore. I reckon I'm going to be pathetic.
Just enjoy it.
Next
Not
week.
enjoy it, but just be it. Just live it.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean, though?
I feel like
younger, I
want mine to be like a celebration anyway. I feel like that's a cliche thing to say. That I don't want people there sad and, you know, if you're dead, like, just have a celebration, have some tacos, like, can have a beer or something. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't want people, you know, listening to sad music and dressed in black and stuff.
I don't know what.
And I don't really want a funeral anyway. In fact, that's going to be in my will. I don't want one.
Don't want
just
one.
put me in a hole.
I don't want a birthday celebration, so therefore, I don't think I want a funeral either.
Just want to go in a hole. Done.
I don't want to go in a hole. I want to be burnt and then just chucked out.
Nah.
Chucked to the because I want to be part of the earth. I want to be like ash. So
yeah,
like
that's.
I want to nourish the earth.
Yeah, you're best nourishing it just as a body going into the earth.
You reckon? Yeah.
Just raw dog it.
You're not going to be in a box.
No.
This is taking a sorry
natural
turn.
burial grounds, dude.
This is taking a really, really sorry turn. This podcast, isn't it? Episode 36.
Okay, this is a good question actually. It's a good one for you.
Yeah,
At James J Baxter.
Yeah.
James J Baxter. If Ollie wasn't pro and due to work could only ride once a week, what type of riding would you do?
Dude, I don't.
Great question.
It's a great question, but I don't do one type of riding, and also for a large portion of me being pro, I was still actually limited to not 1 day a week, but 2 days a week. Like for ages when I was working for DMR, I'd be like desperately trying to organise photo shoots during office hours so that I could do more riding. But otherwise, I'd just get the weekends. For years, it was like that. So I, when I'm like that, I really pack the days full of biking. I really do, and that's why it's important to have loads and loads of energy and enthusiasm for it.
Yeah.
For each individual. That's why e-bikes are good as well, because you can just bolt on an extra ride.
For sure.
But yeah, I would normally do a cross-country ride and then go to the trails. I'm sorry it's boring, but it's still what I'm trying to do.
That's good.
Now.
I like it. I think that's the dream. If you can just do double days like that, double discipline days are the one, aren't
That's
they?
it. Yeah.
That's a good t-shirt, isn't it? I'm a double discipline day kind of dude.
Double dipper. That's what people.
Double dipper.
Yeah, I'm a double dipper. What can I say? So yeah, it wouldn't be one or the other. I hate it when it feels like I have to choose as well. I just like to do both. Do you know when I was younger, my mum taught me how to tie my shoes one way, and my dad taught me how to tie my shoes the other way, and for years and years I did left and right foot completely differently.
Is that true?
Yeah, because I didn't want
That's
to be
the
unfair.
funniest thing
I
I've
didn't
ever
want to
heard in my
choose.
life.
I just wanted to have one side was mum, one side was dad, and just make sure that it's fair. And I like to just go riding cross country, and I like to go riding trails. I don't want to have to pick one over the other. Just do both.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Mate, I love your outlook. It's fantastic. It really is.
Stupid, yeah.
No, it's good. It's good. It's all killer, no filler. Alex Raymond, Davi, how was S4P?
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed a couple of shandies while you were down here and a winking face. Do you think this guy knows that we had a shandy?
Did we have a shandy?
Did have a shandy at the basketball, yeah. Did sink one shandy.
We did have a shandy at the basketball.
That's either a massive coincidence or this guy
He knows. He heard
was
you.
there.
He must have heard you order.
Who's Alex Raymond? That's okay. Fair play. It's a good guess. S4P's awesome, by the way. Unfortunately, the big line wasn't running, which is what I actually wanted to ride, I guess. Especially, I like I said to you, I feel a little bit more comfortable on bigger jumps than the smaller stuff. It felt really, it felt a bit twitchy.
Yeah.
But amazing. Just awesome community. Big shout out to the guys that were there who said hello as well, who are obviously podcast listeners.
Wicked.
and for the content that they sent as well. So yeah, amazing crew.
Yeah, we had a good
amazing
time,
facility.
didn't we? And actually, in a way, it was
inspirational.
Cool. We were only stuck to like 1 or 2 lines. It like made us more. We were trying different stuff more, weren't we? Doing like different
Some
transfers
of you were.
and
just
different
just
changes.
riding.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that little hop-on thing was dope that you did.
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cool.
just stupid stuff like that. You wouldn't do that if everything's open. You just end up riding the same lines. So that was cool.
Very true. Yeah, it was enjoyable. Very good. Must recommend to friends. Go to S4P, but choose your time wisely. Don't flood it out.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard.
Be careful with promoting these things.
No, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to know when, but whatever. It's hard to know. What I mean is, with weather, it's hard to know. Always, wherever you go, especially with trails.
Definitely.
Can't believe you knew you had.
There's a few more.
We did have shandies as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we did have shandies.
Yeah, he got us.
We did have shandies.
Maybe he worked at the bar.
Huh?
Maybe he did the order.
Maybe. Dan Gwynn, one for Davy's dad. Help me make a decision. Should I buy a Skoda Octavia VRS? That's funny. I'll ask him. I'll come back to you next week whether you should buy. I need some more details though. How much is it? If it's sub £2,000, he's going to say yeah. Anything over that, he's not into it.
What are we talking mileage? We need mileage. We need
exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, Dan Gwynn, slide into the DMs. Let's see some photos. Yeah, there's a bunch more, dude, but I reckon we're there. Get out of here. It's 5 o'clock. Go enjoy the rest of the day.
You sure? We were going to do the new segment, weren't we?
Yeah.
How long have we been going for? Are we going to do the new segment?
1 hour 15 minutes.
Have we got 10 minutes and 23 seconds?
We could do the new segment if you want.
We got 10 minutes. And 23
I'm keen.
Seconds. We got 10 minutes and 23 seconds, and we're going to do the new segment. And should we invite Iven in for this new segment?
Please. Yeah, Even's going to know his stuff. I forgot Even. I thought they'd gone. I'm sorry, dude. I thought they'd left.
They might have gone. I don't know. Shall I see?
Yeah.
Even? He's here. He is here.
He's here.
I thought he had gone. Eves, would you like to be on a new segment? Now, the new segment is a segment where for 10 minutes and 23 seconds we try and learn an entirely new thing. Would you like to pull up a pew? Oh, buddy,
it's going to be German this week. We're going to learn German in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to learn German.
Okay.
Just get yourself over here.
Where is he? Let's see the good-looking German chap.
Hello, Dave.
Here he is. You okay?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, good man. Long time no see. Yeah, man, it's nice to be back up here. I've had a bit of a headache, hence the glasses, so I don't know if it's a southern thing, maybe the elevation change back up north.
Could be.
Something's going on there. I've had a headache ever since I got home.
I guess it was too soft down here. Maybe.
Yeah, I need hardening back up.
Maybe.
Yeah, my brain's gone a bit soft and melty, so...
To all northern people listening, you held down the fort, didn't you? He was in a t-shirt the whole time. Everyone else is like wrapped up. Davy's just there in t-shirt and shorts.
Gravy in the water bottle,
Yeah,
all
gravy
good.
in the water bottle. Insane. So yeah, Even's here. We've been giving him a tour of local riding. What do you think about the local riding? Have you enjoyed your time here?
The best. Loads
Awesome.
all around. Really.
How's the weather now?
My tourist board, Oliver Wilkins, right here. He did a great job. But I mean, you've seen it, right? You've seen it. We did a proper ride together.
Yeah, it was good actually.
Yeah.
The ride we did was good, wasn't it?
It was good loop.
It was like 2 proper days already. Like
Yeah.
trails, basketball, and enduro ride, and we actually just keep on doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, we just kept on with that theme really. But you did
That's
1,000
good.
meters in a slot. You did a good sized
Yeah.
ride, dog. It was good.
Decent ride, yeah.
Especially
Decent
if you
ride.
like riding. That's well impressive. Yeah.
It was a decent ride, yeah. It was good. It was nice to get out. It's nice. It's good. Enjoyable ride. Apart from the broken shock, that was a bit of a pain in the dick, but that's hopefully getting sorted now. So that's good. Yeah. Oh well, it's all gravy, isn't it?
Are you going to introduce our 10-minute lunch and learn?
Yeah. So we're going to call it Lunch and Learn. All right. So we're going to call this segment.
What we call it?
Yeah, I like it. Let's call it Lunch and Learn. And we're going to take a random topic every week, and we're going to learn everything we can learn about it in 10 minutes, 23 seconds. So I'll start a timer.
Okay.
We've already made a decision what we're going to try and learn about. We've got 2 web pages open. That's all we need. We don't need anything else. We're going to let people use the comment section to tell us anything that we've missed.
Yes.
Because we're going to miss. We're going to miss a lot.
What are we going to do?
We're going to miss a lot.
Should we just like talk about it? And
It's quite a long time. 10 minutes, 23 seconds. But let's go for it.
I bet it isn't. I bet it gets swallowed up quick.
So we're going to learn today, folks. We're going to learn about Bitcoin.
Have we started yet? Start the clock.
No, you tell me when to go. Okay, here we go. 10 minutes, 23 seconds. We're going to learn everything we can about Bitcoin. Let's go.
Right, Bitcoin. What do you know about Bitcoin? Anything at all? I don't know. I know nothing. It irritates me every day because everyone talks about how much money they made from Bitcoin, right?
Made, not making. I think that's the
that
big
what it
preface
is?
at the moment. Yeah, I think a lot of people miss this boat. Here's my experience with Bitcoin. About a long time ago, 6 years ago, a nerdy friend of mine, a guy called Sam McQueen, who some people may know who listen to the podcast, used to be part of Steel City Media, told me to buy Bitcoin. And at that time, it was maybe $1 for a Bitcoin. It was super cheap. He bought a lot of Bitcoin, and he's one of those guys who lost the hard drive, so he has no idea where they are.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and I didn't buy the Bitcoin because I didn't understand it. At that point, you needed to use. Yeah, you used to use ledgers and all this sort of stuff. But yeah,
right,
I never.
What it is. Because I know
yes,
let's
let's start with what it is.
But what is it? Because it irritates me every time. My mum always sends me articles. She takes pictures of newspaper articles and sends me through about how much money other people have made.
Can
I'm like,
just say, yeah, do you have the same page open?
Yeah,
I don't know.
we previously talked about it. Yeah.
Dummies.com.
Okay. Yeah, dummies.com. Yeah, we're going. This segment's going to be sponsored by dummies.com, hopefully as well.
Yeah,
so we're
that'd
going
be good actually, wouldn't it? Right, Davey, do you want to take it away?
Yes. So I'm just going to read from the article, maybe try and change it up a little bit. If you've been on the internet or watched the news in the last couple of years, chances are you've heard of Bitcoin. But what exactly is this newfangled cryptocurrency that's taken the world by storm? Bitcoin is an interesting form of currency that arose to address economic problems related to centralized currency. Because Bitcoin is not a physical form of currency, it can be difficult to wrap your brain around how it works, but it's really quite simple.
Right, I guess.
And obviously that's why you've come to the podcast to learn about stuff like this.
This is quite similar to how these sanctions have been going down at the minute. Bit of a heavy turn, but it kind of is, isn't it? Because like if it was Bitcoin, it would be like it'd be an entire world currency. Is that correct? Even's actually smart, dude. We got Even's the smartest guy. He's even speaking in a second language. He's the smartest guy here. He's our only hope, Davey. I'll be honest.
He is our only hope.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
If it's like a decentralized, when it says decentralized, I think that just means not controlled by a government, right?
Okay, yeah, that's what I believe. Yeah, when it says centralized, decentralized means it's not centralized, not. I agree. Not a government thing.
Yeah, so that's why it's like.
It's like open source.
Yeah.
Anyone can access it. Anyone can buy it. Anyone can trade it.
But still, what is it? Let me take it away. Unlike the dollar, the euro, the yen, and other forms of centralized currency, Bitcoin is classified as a decentralized currency. The standard currencies that define our modern economy are centralized in banks and controlled by the government, leading to the designation of centralized currency. There is no bank or central authority governing Bitcoins. Bitcoins are controlled by a network of users who control and verify the monetary transactions. I am no closer to understanding it. It just says Bitcoin like I should know what it is. This isn't helping me.
I mean, what it's basically saying, I believe, is that governments control currency and that this is owned by the people. It's like the people's currency where you will control the transactions. People have to have mining equipment to join the dots to make sure people can intertwine Bitcoin.
I know what Ollie's point is. Ollie's point is, like, yes, understand how it maybe works and who's not controlling or whatever, but actually, what are they controlling? Like, it's not, I don't know.
That's
like
what I always struggle with.
Or
if it's
coins. A coin or a note or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we carry on our journey?
Let's carry on our journey, David. I just thought we should interject at times. What are we doing for time, by the way?
Right now we're on 6 minutes. We're halfway through.
We're not learning anything. We might have to. This might just become Bitcoin 10 minutes. What is it?
Okay. That's a great question, man. And I'm trying to find where it might say here what actually it is and how it works. And there's not much to go on, I'll be honest with you.
Blockchain.
So,
Another word.
okay, let's see what this says. Okay, for example, one huge advantage associated with Bitcoin is the fact that it is not centralized, as we've established, and not based on a native currency. So it's not like based on a dollar or anything like that. It's purely its own thing. Currently, your money is controlled by the country you live in. I think I understand.
I
That's
don't
pretty.
understand how it's not based around a currency. I'm sorry, right? Okay, I'm gonna butt in again. I'm still only really interested in how much my Bitcoin, like how much a Mars bar is in Bitcoin. So then I have to compare it to my own currency anyway. So I don't understand.
Yeah. I think that is kind of a bit of a sticky point here. No, that is a sticky point. I agree with you because it's like the value. People always say, "Oh, my Bitcoin's worth $6,000."
Yeah.
They don't say it's worth 0.000 whatever it is.
I know I'm stupid.
So what the fuck is Bitcoin?
I'm smart enough to know I'm too stupid.
I can't wait for you.
I like this segment.
And ask how many bitcoins is this?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So
We had a magical word there. It says that blockchain. Maybe you could read that.
So blockchain. Where is that?
Yeah.
Blockchain. Scroll down.
Yep, right there. Okay, how blockchains work.
Where is blockchain?
Okay, a blockchain is a shared database that is managed by a global network of computers. Information held in the database is distributed and continually reconciled by the computers in the network. The computers are often referred to as nodes, miners, or peers. So you've heard that term, right? Bitcoin miner.
Yeah, but what are they mining for? This is all the stuff. These are the questions.
So here's how I interpret it. Let's say you're trying to send 1 Bitcoin to me, right? Yeah. And that transaction is a really long number, and it's like 18886 blah blah blah, really long. My mining software has got to get those numbers and connect them together with my numbers, if that makes sense.
Right, 10 minutes 33.
Alright, we've got 3 minutes 30 seconds left to try and learn what the fuck Bitcoin
it's just numbers.
is.
So it's a series of numbers that exist on the internet.
Yeah.
Where on the internet? I thought the internet was just porn, quite frankly. I don't know where you put all these numbers. I don't understand anything, dude. When people say back end of something, all I think about is bums. This is the problem.
Yeah.
This is why I need this section of the podcast. I need it. I need to know.
Maybe you should have started with something easier, something like why does the cat purr or whatever.
Yeah.
But or you change it to 23 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah. We might have to up the amount of time. What are we doing for time?
2 minutes 40 seconds left.
What should we look up that will give us an understanding of actually what a Bitcoin is? It's just a code? What is it?
Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to Google what actually is a Bitcoin. That's what I've Googled.
I actually drag you down with me, but you understand enough to but you just use it as an investment. You don't actually know what it is, do you?
Me, I don't have any Bitcoin.
But you, with cryptocurrency, you don't really know what anything is. You just know it's a graph.
No, I do have some crypto, but it's not Bitcoin. I felt like I'd missed the boat with Bitcoin.
But yeah, okay, but you still don't know what any of it is.
No, I'm a total idiot, mate. I sort of understand a little bit what I've got, which is one called XRP, and I sort of understand very roughly.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah,
but that doesn't work like Bitcoin.
Right.
It's different.
Oh, it's different. I thought I was going to understand all of them if I understood one of them. Oh. And then there's NFTs.
Yeah.
And they're just
okay, listen. Right, here we go. Ollie, this is going to explain it perfectly. Bitcoin is a digital currency which operates free of any central control or the oversight of banks or governments. Right, we've done that. A public ledger records all Bitcoin transactions and copies are held on servers around the world. Anyone with a spare computer can set up one of these servers, known as a node, which we also know is also a miner now. Consensus on who owns which coins is reached cryptographically across these nodes rather than relying on a central source of trust like a bank. See? How easy is that? You get it now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Right, we've got 42 seconds left.
Is there anything you can
Every
do?
transaction is publicly broadcast to the network and shared from node to node. Every 10 minutes or so, these transactions are collected together by miners into a group called a block, hence blockchain, and added permanently to the blockchain. This is the definitive account book of a Bitcoin. In much the same way you would keep traditional coins in a physical wallet, virtual currencies are held in digital wallets and can be accessed from client software or a range of online hardware tools. We've got 10 seconds left, and I'm absolutely
2009,
none the wiser.
Or a group of people known as Satoshi Nakamoto introduced Bitcoin to the world. He
And that's it.
or they vanished off. Are we done?
Yeah, but we're not
Yeah.
going to learn anything anyways.
Yeah, but I thought this was interesting. That means it's a bloke. No wonder he vanished. He doesn't know how it works either.
Yeah,
Nobody
I've heard of
knows
this guy,
he's
obviously,
alive or
Satoshi Nakamoto. He's the guy that invented it, but then just no one knew who he was. So there's a lot of speculation online
Dude,
about
did
who
you
this
know
guy
this?
actually is.
Did you know this? His Bitcoin wallet holds around 980,000 Bitcoins, which makes him one of the richest people on the planet.
Wow.
But why? If
By-
I thought the whole thing was that it was noble that he disappeared and all of this. Why doesn't he just come back and help out? You don't need that much. What's that? 980,000. How much is a Bitcoin worth, Davey?
I think they're like $4,500 right now, aren't they? Bitcoin value.
They're quite a lot of figures.
Oh, I don't know.
Let me look. I'll look.
38. What? 38,000? That's not right.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's,
I've actually got some
I can't
crypto
even
software
understand
here.
the number that he has. Because look, on
Right.
the calculator it's got an E in it. This is why I don't... This is all... What is that number? 3.724E10.
It means
So I've got a Bitcoin at 38,764.
up 10.
10 zeros.
Yeah, so that actually just moves the point 10 digits away.
So 38,
So
it's about 38, 39,000 right now. 39,000.
10 zeros behind it. Alright.
Davey, can you...
Wow.
How much is he...
No.
How much... I want at least let me take away one thing that makes sense.
$39,000 right now, a Bitcoin.
It's how much is it?
$39,000.
Okay, so if old Satoshi has 980,000 of them, he's got 30 trillion.
No, billion? I don't know what it is in English. Oh, second language.
Oh yeah, second language. Yeah, how convenient. How much, so what does it? My calculator won't allow it. It blows up. Puts an E in there.
It isn't.
Oh wow! Does it mean like ever going or whatever?
I just want this bloke
hell.
to come back and just to help a bit, like maybe sort out a bit of famine or something. You know?
I wonder if, right, here's a dumb thing to think of. Has he got that much money that you can't buy it because there's not enough money to buy the Bitcoin? Because would there be, if you bought the Bitcoin, would there be then no money?
Ollie, this is the way how you,
Yeah,
how
dude.
you write digital numbers.
This is the problem, right? I can't even say that number.
Oh, yeah, because you use a dot.
Right, Davey, I can't even say this number. It's 3724, and then it's got
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
You should have learned German.
Oh my! It's so hard.
It's 3.7.
It's got 7 zeros. It's got 3,724 and then 7 zeros. I don't even know what that number
Wow.
is. Do you know what that number is?
Either way, he's loaded. Satoshi's loaded.
But it's so
This
loaded,
is-
and exactly like you say, I don't understand what would happen if he got that money out of the
Your
Bitcoin
E10
account.
is this.
Yeah.
This guy fucking doesn't understand how podcasts work. He's doing a little lesson. He's written down something
Mate.
else that means nothing to me. Should we wrap this up? I really enjoyed this segment, and hopefully,
yeah, we'll maybe start with something a little bit easier that we can try and get our heads around. I feel like we did a better job of the war than explaining Bitcoin, which is scary, really.
We did, yeah, but it's just not that easy to summarise. Maybe we try again with Bitcoin next week.
I think it's Even's fault.
Yeah, I do.
Blame it on me. Maybe you should sort something out that could be actually be learnable in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
You make a good point. Yeah.
All right, we'll be back.
Point taken.
All right, folks, let's wrap up. 1 hour.
We'd love
34 minutes
from the listeners as well, actually, wouldn't we?
Yeah, arguably the weirdest episode ever.
Probably.
Probably it's not, which is scary. It's not. It's probably one of the normalest.
Apologies. Big thanks to Iven for coming on in. Anything to say?
Yeah, thanks, Iven. Great to see you, mate. I guess we're back next week with Brendan Fairclough for a World Cup preview episode.
Look forward to it. Can't wait. Thanks for listening, everyone. Peace and love. Thanks, Davey. You're the man.
Cheers. Appreciate it, everyone. Over.